matches? A penny?
No. What's your name?
Your nose is red, isn't it? Cold? No sister? Dead mother?
Is your mother dead?
Mother was nice.
No, mother. I could help. I wish. Do you ever wish?
What? Under! You will pay just like you are dead. So Under. Have your head, your daughter. You don't know it, know you? You don't know what is.
My grandmother, she loved me. I'm impossible. Let's go skating.
Let's go skating. I'm a place, a brother for a while.
Miles! You say it. People don't like you anyway, so you have to.
Because I love in wind, hold the covers over you.
See the snow? No. See the snow? No.
Take me. I love you. Goodbye. Wait.
Weather.
Cold. The snow was falling, and it was almost dark on the last evening of the old year. In the cold and gloom, a poor little girl was wandering through the streets. She carried a number of matches in an old apron, and she held a bunch of them in her hand, but no one had bought any matches from her all day long. No one had given her so much as a single penny.
What?
What
What are you doing? What are you doing here?
She fell in the snow. The little wretch.
Get out of the way of the horse! Get out of the way of the horse! What are you doing? What are you doing here?
She fell in the snow.
Get out of the way of the horses! Get out of the way of the horses!
It was dreadfully cold. When she had left home, the little girl had been wearing slippers. They were very big slippers, much too big. They were of little use, for they had belonged to her mother. The little child had lost them as she was running across the road to get out of the way of the carriages that went racing by.
Never mind my gold! Get out of the way!
Of her slippers was not to be found again. And the other slipper had been picked up by a boy.
Why?
Well, thinking he could use it as a doll's cradle.
Why would he want to cradle?
Someday when he had children of his own, a little dolly rocking in a slipper. She walked alone
in the cold. She was very cold, and the snow was falling on her long dark hair, but she wasn't thinking of that. Oh no, she was thinking of
Christmas and the sweet smell of roast goose.
Was she crying?
Was she crying? She was the very picture of misery. The snow was falling on her long dark hair, and she walked along hungry. Oh, and she was so cold. But you know she wasn't thinking of that, because it was Christmas, and all of the lights. The lights were shining in all of the windows, and the goose was cooking, and the air was filled with the smell of it.
What did she look like?
She was the very picture of misery.
Get out of the way! What? No. Just like my dear mother, Mary, so done. You get out of the way of the horses! The horses! The horses!
Please don't. Oh, I wish that we could go to the...
We are your people, and then to stay that way, we're not happy and carefree. There are no pretty bells ringing in this house.
Let's go to the meadow.
Flowers out of the girl heads and it's such a place.
I love you, Papa. Please don't.
Don't you come tonight with any vaccines in your
Please don't hit me. Papa.
Just my guard, that mother.
Please.
How much are your matches? No. No thanks.
How old are you? You should wear something on your feet.
Don't you ever go to church?
No.
Don't you ever go to church?
No.
The bells ring for hours on New Year's Day. And it's the angels singing. You know?
So get the smell of spring flowers out of your head now. Do you hear? Do you hear?
And then, my dear, then we'll have some cake and some warm ginger tea. And I'll tell you of an angel and how she flew to heaven on a star.